The worst U.S. president deaths. Abraham Lincoln. On April 15, 1865, 56-year-old President Abraham Lincoln died in a boarding house across from Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. Lincoln had just won the Civil War and was working to reunite the nation. On the evening of April 14th, Lincoln attended a performance of the comedy Our American Cousin at Ford's Theater with his wife Mary. John Wilkes Booth, a famous actor and Confederate sympathizer, planned to assassinate the president. Booth knew the play's script perfectly, having performed in theaters for years. He used this knowledge to time his attack with precision. Booth stood silently in the shadows outside Lincoln's box seat, waiting for a specific moment. He knew the play contained one line that always made audiences roar with laughter. "You sockdologizing old man trap?" Booth waited for that exact line. The moment the actor delivered the line, the audience erupted in uproarious laughter. The sound filled the theater. At that precise instant, Booth pulled the trigger on his .44 caliber Derringer pistol, shooting Lincoln in the back of the head. The gunshot was completely muffled by the crowd's laughter. Lincoln slumped forward in his chair, fatally wounded. Lincoln was carried across the street to the Peterson House, where he died the following morning at 7:22 a.m. without regaining consciousness. James A. Garfield. On September 19, 1881, 49-year-old President James A. Garfield died in Elberon, New Jersey. Garfield had been shot on July 2nd at a Washington, D.C. train station by Charles Guiteau, a delusional office seeker who'd been denied a government position. The bullet lodged in Garfield's back but missed all vital organs. Garfield should have survived. The wound itself wasn't immediately fatal. However, doctors in 1881 didn't understand germ theory or the importance of sterilization. Multiple physicians probed Garfield's wound with their unwashed bare fingers, introducing massive amounts of bacteria into his body. For 79 days, doctors repeatedly stuck their contaminated fingers deep into the president's wound, searching for the bullet. They created a 3-inch deep wound that became severely infected. Garfield's body began rotting from the inside as sepsis spread through his system. Desperate to locate the bullet, doctors brought in Alexander Graham Bell. Bell had just invented a primitive metal detector specifically to help find the lead ball in Garfield's body. Bell's device made strange readings and malfunctioned repeatedly during the examination. The doctors didn't realize that President Garfield was lying on a brand new invention, a mattress with steel coil bed springs. The metal springs interfered with Bell's detector, giving false readings. The bullet was never found. Garfield died from massive infection caused entirely by his doctor's contaminated fingers, not from the gunshot wound itself.